100 Epstein victims demand protection of their identities. After the U.S. Department of Justice released millions of documents and images related to Jeffrey Epstein, a U.S. judge on Wednesday is set to consider a petition filed by a number of the convicted sex offenders' victims, calling for their names to be removed from the published files to protect their privacy, according to the New York Times. A letter from the victims' attorneys stated that the lives of about 100 victims have been severely affected by these publications. The letter added that Attorney General noted in a message to the court on Monday that the Department of Justice had worked throughout the weekend to remove thousands of documents and media materials that may have inadvertently included information revealing the identities of victims.
That the money came from them. What percentage of people do you estimate, I understand you don't like probabilities, do you estimate would say, I don't care, I want the money for my children?
I would say everyone said, I want the money for my children.
Did they know where the money came from?
I think if you told them,
if I told them the devil 100%.
The devil himself said, I'm going to exchange some dollars for your child's life.
Do you think you're the devil himself?
No, but I do have a good mirror.
It's a serious question. Do you think you're the devil himself?
I don't know. Why would you say that?
Because you have all the attributes. You're incredibly smart. You remember, the devil is somebody who knows it.
This came after the U.S. Department of Justice began on Friday releasing a new batch of documents related to Epstein, stressing that it was responding to demands from the Trump administration for full transparency in this sensitive case. The attorneys also requested the appointment of an independent monitor to oversee the document release process, according to the New York Times.
The questions in the past, even during
people would normally think you were soulless. So,
thank you.
But have you talk about you actually believe in it, and have done some thinking about it is pretty shocking in its own right, isn't it?
Well, again, mathematics, Leibniz thought.
So Newton was at Cambridge, and he was the head of the math department, right? He's a professor, essentially.
Yes.
But Leibniz, was Leibniz a German professor?
Yes. But what Leibniz said is, the soul is so strange, because God took chemicals, which is simply the material, like tables, and he somehow made this material able to have a thought. How strange is that? Not only does it have a soul, but some way it was put together that this material substance is able to think. So when you say to me, it's obvious to everyone that there's such a thing as a soul.
The newspaper reported on Sunday that the Department of Justice had published photos of naked young women, possibly minors, among the files. Of the 3 million pages released, about 40 images containing explicit sexual content or revealing victims' identities were retained.
From a, class 3 sexual predator?
Tier 1.
Was tier 1's the highest and worst?
No,
I'm the lowest.
I'm the lowest.
You're the lowest. Okay, tier 1, you're the lowest. But a criminal.
Yes.
Epstein is accused of sexually exploiting more than 1,000 young women, including minors. Numerous names of celebrities who were associated with him or who visited what became known as Epstein Island, an island in the Caribbean off the coast of St. Thomas, have circulated widely.